Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a pick a card reading on how to break the cycle. So maybe you've overdrafted your bank account for like the millionth time, or you tried to date someone again and they turned out yet again to be another fuckboy, or you keep getting in the same type of relationship, toxic relationship over and over again. Or maybe you keep making like the same error in judgment over and over, and or you just keep getting the same results in your life and you feel like you can't break out of your routine. So if any of that kind of sounds relatively like what you're going through, then stay tuned because this reading is going to unlock it for you. I know my cards are going to have something to say about this, so go ahead and pick a number 1 or number 2. And if you're number 2, head to the description below and you can fast forward. If you're number 1, stay with me because I'm going to shuffle and draw the card for you. So let's do this number 1. This is on the bottom of the deck, so I do see a light at the end of this tunnel. I do feel like you have the ability to break this karmic cycle and to be able to move forward. So whatever this cycle is, whatever this situation is, these cards are going to help with it. So I see this responsibility card coming out reversed, and I feel like perhaps you're stuck in this cycle with a job that doesn't serve you, or perhaps you don't feel like you're able to be your creative self. And so I feel kind of like that's the cycle you're stuck in. It's nothing really to be super alarmed with, but at the same time, this is your life that we're talking about. And if you're like me, you probably want to be spending more of your time doing things that you love, that truly fulfill you, that like honor like the truth of who you are. Something that's going to lift other people up and lift yourself up. And I just feel like a lot of your time is going into these responsibilities, like these burdens that you have. And what's beautiful about this is I see divine intervention coming. I feel like there's circumstances and situations that are out of your control that are going to come into your life to be able to help with this. So I actually feel like it's going to be very positive for you. But sometimes, I'm not saying that you're going to lose your job, but sometimes this can appear like you get fired or you get laid off or something like that happens. And it's actually a blessing in disguise because the universe is trying to kind of push you or funnel you in a direction that's more suitable for you. So I see that there's going to be a situation like that, perhaps not you're getting fired, but just more opportunities for you to try something new or to take a class, to express yourself on your free time. Something like that could also fall under this card. I do see though that you need to make a decision. They're saying you need to make a decision, but you've been putting it off for a long time, and that's the cycle that you've been stuck in. So this all comes down to you making a decision. Do you want to stay in this situation or not, is the question. And you know, if you can't really answer that question, it's okay. They're telling you to just go with the flow. And they're saying, you know, you can stay in this energy as long as you want, but at any point you do have the opportunity to move forward and to choose something else. So I feel like this reading is just reminding you that you do have the power. And I'm also seeing this card coming up about like jealousy. I feel like there's a part of you that like is on the internet and like looking at all these people that are like out there doing these crazy things and having these extraordinary lives. Don't always believe everything that you see on the internet, by the way, because I met some of these people and their lives aren't always as glamorous as you would think. But I do see that there's like this certain lifestyle you're looking for and like you want to make some changes, and they're telling you instead of being jealous to get inspired. That's what I try to do. Like we all have those jealous emotions that come up in us. And instead of being jealous, just look at these people and get inspired, because you are also limitless. You have just as much potential as that person. Everybody has their own unique gifts and talents, and you're not here to just deal with this burden and to carry this around. You can make these changes. So I'm just inspiring you today that you have the power, and regardless, the universe is going to help you and is going to step in. So hopefully you remember this message when it happens, and send me some love and light. But yes, I feel like you're going to be moving on to a better situation, and you are going to break the cycle naturally. So I hope that this message helps you. Sending you so much love and light. Peace out. So if you're number 2, let's go ahead and pull your cards. Let's see what cards I'm going to pull for you. So how are you going to break this karmic cycle? Maybe you've been stuck in the same place for a while, or you're having issues in relationships or with money and finances, or maybe you're trying to just go to another level in your life and you're feeling held back. If that's you, then this reading is for you. So I'm just gathering your cards right now from my Wildwood deck. I absolutely love this deck. Okay, so I got your cards. I see that you've been going through this time of like darkness, but overall you are protected. I feel like there's a part of you that is kind of disassociated from this. Like when I say this to you, you might be like, yeah, I guess so. I feel like there's gonna be a group of you guys who are gonna be like, yep, darkness, and then there's another group of you, and that's who I'm talking to right now, who's kind of like, yeah, I don't know. And I feel like sometimes like the darkness kind of sneaks up on you. You forget when the last time was that you genuinely felt happy and that you felt fulfilled. And so we don't always feel this way in our lives, but I feel like there's been this unhappiness because of like something that's going down in your love life. And maybe you're in separation from someone. Perhaps you are having some like struggles in your primary relationship, or you're waiting like to make a connection in this area of your life and you're just like really wanting it. I just see that there's this rebirth coming in and you are going to break this cycle. I do see like new beginnings, and so this is a message that like the cycle's already broken basically. You just need to hold on a little bit longer. So it's kind of a different message than I gave the first group. So I feel like there's not very much you need to do to break this cycle other than be open to exploring your passion, because I feel like you've had these emotions come up about like visions of like artistic projects you should do, or maybe you are getting the message that you need to get out there and connect with like a group of people, or maybe you're getting the message it's time to, because I just feel like you're getting the message it's time to get out there, it's time to move forward, it's time to take action. Like I see you just like inside your house a lot and just kind of being very introverted, and like you want to make this connection, and so I feel like it's time for you to kind of get out and explore and connect with others. So that's what this card is talking about, is just be very open, because I do feel a lot of change coming to you. And look at this card, is so perfect for this. They say you've been going around and around in cycles, just around and around. You can't break this karmic cycle. You've been trying to get through this door, and this door might represent like, you know, this relationship that you're trying to manifest into your life, or just like a level of peace and harmony in your current relationship, or perhaps like you're looking at relationships that are going to help you forward in your job or in your line of work. Something about relationships though, friends, making connection, I feel like that's something you really desire. But they're saying sometimes it's just a matter of the changing of the seasons. Like, do you guys see all these dead, well not dead, but just kind of barren trees over here that are shedding right now? And although they appear to be dead and there's parts of it that are dry and dying, and the trees are truly just pruning and getting ready for this huge rebirth here in the spring, where everything's going to be blossoming, blooming, and growing. And that's you. You're very much, you know, in tune with the cycles and seasons. Maybe this is where you're at right now, and it's just a matter of the changing of the season before you can move forward and get through this door. So sometimes time is just the answer. Sometimes more timing is needed here. So I feel like they're telling you to surrender your will, let anything that needs to perish, perish, just like these trees are shedding. You need to shed, and be open to this changing of the season. Like, kind of wait is what your message is, and allow some time to pass, and you'll see this darkness kind of clearing, and it'll be spring again. So I hope that this message resonated with you. I'm sending you so much love and light. Peace out.